Hey everyone, it's Caitlin again, and this week we're going to talk about something I've touched on in other videos, aesthetic boards. Having only recently discovered this amazing way to plan characters, I honestly don't know how I ever managed before this method. Let's start off by saying that everyone's writing and planning styles are totally different, and what works super well for one writer might be a total bust for another. The only real way to figure out what works for you and helps make the process the easiest is to try, and try some more. Working out different methods through trial and error is unfortunately the only surefire way to find something for you. But this week, we'll go over why this method should definitely be on your list and how it might help you to stay in your character's head, plan their story, track their growth, and keep their voice consistent. Let's start out by going over a quick refresher of what an aesthetic board is. An aesthetic board is a compilation of images that reflect a part of a character. This can include personality, voice, history, personal style, imagery, anything that invokes thoughts of them. Does it fit their theme? Does the imagery look like it fits their personality? Or is the style of the image just perfect for them? Aesthetic boards do not have to be brought down to just images, but can include quotes and even music. I've seen aesthetic boards that were a series of images put tastefully together and boards that were slideshows with music. Even a little teaser trailer could technically be considered one if put together in the right way. But we're going to focus on the board style for now. Leave out all that music and slideshow business. So aesthetic boards are super helpful at any point of the writing process. I've recently taken to using them at the beginning as it helps me to get a better sense of the character and build a picture of them in my mind early on. Crafting the character's imagery really early in the writing can help you to start grappling with their personality, their style, their theme if you haven't decided on those aspects yet, or help you to really grab a hold of them in a more tangible way if you've already worked them out. Images will always say 1,000 more things than just a few words. Finding the right aesthetic images can help you to get into a character's head and see things from their perspective. A series of dark and gloomy scenes, or a field of flowers, a gilded cage for a home, anything that portrays how they see the world, the people in their lives, and themselves. If you're struggling with seeing something from a character's perspective, then looking at images that you associate with their persona can ease the transition. Aesthetic boards can be used to plan more than just the personality of your characters, but show their story and track their growth throughout the adventure. What might start out with a lighthearted view of the world could be shattered, twisted, and eventually mended. Will your character experience life-changing events? Will they be betrayed? Is there imagery out there that could help you really visualize what those events look like? Ordering an aesthetic board to reflect the changing viewpoint or experiences of your character can help you to see it more clearly. This can help you to plan for moments and keep track of their growth as an individual, how they respond to these events, what it has done to their psyche, and how their outlook has changed becomes a little easier to track in image form. This makes it a great story planning strategy. If you just aren't sure on events yet, seeing how they look in image form and how they flow together can help you immensely. If something looks out of place on your board, it's probably out of place in the story. Too much happiness after a death? Too much sadness after a happy moment? Did it have the right lead up? Was it needed? And if so, how can you invoke those moments in a real and emotionally believable way? Using your board can help to point out those flaws before you go through the effort of writing them, only to have to rework entire sections of your piece. These boards can also help you to keep your character's voice consistent. Because of the advantages of viewing a few pictures over a wall of text or having to reread large portions of your manuscript to get back into a character's head, aesthetic boards can be an invaluable tool in consistent character voice. You only have to look over a few images, some quotes, and boom, you're in the character's head again. You know the kind of snarky humor they use, the glasses always full of bubbliness they exude, and the dark past they're hiding, without having to waste huge amounts of time researching them. This is especially helpful if you're writing from multiple characters' POVs, or if you've taken a break for any reason. You don't have to slog through a huge amount of text, leaving more time to be writing from their perspective. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it at least sort of helpful, I'm still figuring out the channel's format and upload times to find what works best, so I hope you stick with me as we work out the right way to run things. I post new videos every week. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Make sure to ring that bell so you're notified as soon as I upload new videos. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. As a secondary note, I have a Patreon. Patrons get all kinds of extra monthly goodies including character sheets for upcoming stories, sneak peeks at short stories I'm working on, video transcripts for this channel, monthly Q&As regarding my projects or any other life information you want to know, and much, much more. So if you're interested in seeing more content, definitely check that out. Links are in the description below.